So here is my favourite competition discus. I checked it in for the men's 70 discus final in Madeira for the European Championships, and they then took it out to the throws pentathlon, which I was not competing in, on a shale dirt landing area, and pretty much ruined it. So I'm going to try use some of my car restoration knowledge and see if we can take the scratches out, put some plastic polish on it and maintain weight, because this is a 1.02 kilo and I got a feeling we may have to add something when we're done. So stay tuned. So the first step is to index the plate with the rim. So now you know where it's going to go back. Once you take the plate off where you mark the index, take it down the side, otherwise when we sand this plate you're going to lose the mark. Simple stuff really. Okay, I've got this disc set up in a drill. Probably not the safest way. If you've got a drill press, it's probably a bit better. Anyway, the one thing for sure is you need something to grip the plastic that's not going to damage the disc even further. So you'll see there plastic grommet that I just happen to have laying around in one of my many boxes of washers and tools and so forth. So I'm going to start off with a fairly heavy grit, but using it quite lightly. That's one of the reasons I'm not worried about the disc spinning, is I'm not going to be putting that much pressure on here. All right, we got a first pass with a fairly abrasive, I would call it sandpaper. Most of the scratches, the deep scratches, are already out. So I'm going to go to a lighter grade. That'll probably show me more deep scratches. One thing I'm a bit concerned about is the overall thickness of the discus at the end of the day. But we're taking off micro amounts of plastic here. So by using fine sandpaper and then wire wool, it does make this much smoother. But what you now can see are the deeper scratches that are left on the discus. I'm going to have a go at some of those, but a word of caution here, you know, if it really is super deep, it's not going to come out. But this will be a lot better, I think. All right, so just so you know, I'm only into this job about 6 minutes, 7 minutes at the moment. So you can still see, yeah, there's a deep scratch there. It's not deep in the sense it's going to cause any damage, but just cosmetically. There's a few around the edge. I just went over with Comet, which is a slightly abrasive cleaner. It did make a little bit of difference to the overall appearance. I'm just going to try some auto polish on now and then call it good. So just after the auto polish, you know, it's cosmetically something I could live with. I have a brand new one of these that I could pull out. I just was trying to save this because something I'd won 2 World Masters Championships with. It's more on that, the reason I'm playing with this at all. Anyway, you can see in the stills this before and after. Okay, so here's the before and after. The final product that I used was metal polish, and it made a huge difference. We actually got something that looked like a manufactured discus from, you know, the get-go. Total time, including making this video, is probably about 15 minutes for me. I had most of the things at my fingertips to be able to do this. So anyway, the other aspect I mentioned about being worried about weight, it lowered the weight by about 25% of 1 gram. So pretty negligible. So, you know, if this is something you want to try and you've got some old discus you want to play with and make them look nice, it's a nice, easy project to do. Thanks.